to the edge of my hometown. Made me feel just like an angel looking down. All the places I remember, all the people still the same, all the things I ran away from that remain. Oh, my life is like a drive back home. Can't you hear me singing? Can't you hear me singing? Oh, my life is like a drive back home. Yeah, no way. Leaves are falling in the graveyard. My grandmother's body lies. And I swear I heard her sing as she cried, cried, cried. Oh, my life is like a drive back home. Can't you hear me singing? Can't you hear me singing? Oh, my life is like a drive back home. Yeah. No way. Oh, there ain't nowhere that you can run to. There ain't nowhere that you can go. There ain't nowhere that you can run to. There ain't nowhere that you can go. They say that nothing lasts forever. Say that all will be in vain. But I say that if struggle is the thunder, love is rain, rain, rain. Then there may not be forgiveness for all the things I've done, but I'm still my mother's child, my father's son, son, son. Oh, my life is like a drive back home. Can't you hear me singing? Can't you hear me singing? Oh, my life is like a drive back home. No way. Oh, there ain't nowhere that you can run to. There ain't nowhere that you can go. There ain't nowhere that you can run to. There ain't nowhere that you can go. There ain't nowhere that you can run to. There ain't nowhere that you can go. There ain't nowhere that you can run to. There ain't nowhere that you can go.
Hi, I'm Shelley and you're watching the Pennsylvania Pipeline Music TV.
Hi, this is Jeff Bittinger. I'm the guy that's starting the new Pennsylvania Pipeline Music TV. We're going to have bands coming in, artists from all over the planet. We may Skype some of them in, the ones who can't come here. We plan on bringing you the best that we can find, the best music and bands. We're going to have live interviews, and we're going to do live performances. And that leads us to our first guest, of my show from day one, and this is my very good friend, Brad Alexander.
Happy to be here, Jeff.
Thanks for coming today. We did a recording session yesterday, Jeremy and Brett and I, and we knocked out the last in line. And today we're going to do a quick interview with Brett, and then he's going to perform a show. We're going to talk about a few of his best moments that he's had in his career. And the first one that comes to my mind, I'm going to ask him what it was like to play with Page and Plant.
Well, we played with Page and Plant, it was like 1996, so it was the No Quarter tour when they were doing the thing with the Indian Orchestra and all that.
Yeah.
And, you know, unbelievable. You know, I mean, like at that period of time, you know, you would think maybe that those guys would maybe stick to the hits and phone it in or something, but it was like they had the whole orchestra and everything rearranged and redone, and it was like an entirely new band playing there, but you know, playing a lot of the old Zeppelin classics and stuff. So
very cool.
You know, so I mean, and it was neat. You know, you get up there and you see there's Jimmy's theremin, you know, sitting on the stage. I was like, oh, wow. You know? So that was pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. What about
your experiences and years with the Badleys? Some of your best moments there. Would you like to share with us?
I mean, for me, being the kind of person that I am, the thing that I love the most is writing songs. So the most exciting thing for me is, you know, right after you write a song and you know, okay, I got something good here, and then it's gonna, you know, then it's gonna go from there and have its own life. That's my favorite part. As far as touring and playing, I really myself really enjoyed playing and meeting Greg Allman and the Allman Brothers, and that was, you know, that was a real treat. And
I'll bet
you
you
know,
they had
that guy is rock and roll. You know, so
no doubt.
Yeah. So and it was that was amazing. That was probably my favorite touring experience.
Very cool. Well, what song? What band aside from Allman? What couple bands are your most inspirational or have pushed you through when things get dark and you're, you know, every musician has dark times.
Sure. Every
one of us. and what's the one that pulls you up from the bottoms to inspire you and keep the dream going?
Well, I mean, as far as an influence goes, from when I was young, I mean, certainly the Beatles were a big influence, as would have been with just about anyone, you know, our age. I really loved Tom Waits, songwriter Tom Waits, Steve Earle. You know, a lot of just great songwriting. You know, that's really where I come from. I mean, I was always in a band, but you know, I was always at heart really into the songwriting side. So that would I usually go back to Tom Waits or something that makes me feel better.
I have yesterday while we were recording, you shared a story with us about your friend Paul Smith, and I was hoping you could tell that story real quick because it affected me a lot, and the same artist, which is Ronnie James Dio, has affected me as much as the story. Could you tell us just a little insight without getting into it, how that went down that day about?
Well, you know, Paul and I go way back, and I mean, Ronnie James Dio is from not far from here.
That is correct.
Cortland, New York, right?
Yes.
So I mean, when he was coming up through back in the day,
Shot in the Dark. He played in Shot.
He would have been playing around here.
Yep.
I know for a fact that he played a lot of clubs.
Yes, he did.
And you know, what was it? Electric Elves, right?
Yeah.
Was that the original band?
Elf.
So just Elf.
Elf.
I guess then they shortened it.
Yeah.
Something like that. But yeah, I mean, you know, one of the greatest rock singers of all time. But anyway, my buddy Paul, Paul Smith, who we kind of met in a recording studio, which was my first music business job out of college. Was in a recording studio. It wasn't, you know, from there that's where I met all of my bandmates.
That's where you met me too.
That's where I met you right around the same time.
87, you jumped in on the producing The Hell Is Doomed, White Witch's first album.
I remember. But that was, you know, that was where I met everybody.
Yeah.
Instead of like being in a band, going to the studio and going that route, we kind of did it in reverse. And Paul also had a background in engineering, and he I went to school, and so he came in right after me as an intern. And it was like every time I hear that D.O. Last in Line song, I think of him coming in as an intern and sitting in the control room with his acoustic and just sitting down and playing that song, and then the big metal.
Singing the words.
Yeah, just the beginning starts out like a ballad, and then that big metal voice comes in, and I was like, all right,
Yeah. Ronnie James Dio,
So Paul and I went from there, and he was the best man in my wedding, and one of my best friends certainly. So
he's a good dude.
Yes, he is.
Ronnie James Dio has inspired thousands and thousands, millions of people to keep the dream going.
Sure.
I
mean, every time anybody goes like this,
Yeah.
that came from him.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, Brett's going to do, what song are you going to do for us today?
I'm going to do Drive Back Home. It's called.
Cool. We'll be right back in 60 seconds, so stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Shelley, and you're watching the Pennsylvania Pipeline Music TV.
Some people dance in the rain, and some will make it wet. I'd like to think myself insane, so that I don't forget all of the craziness that brought us to this place where we belong. It'll be alright when the darkness seems to rise. It'll be alright. Just place your hand in mine. It'll be alright. Together safe inside. Love and light. Love and light. Yeah. What I have found in little things, they seem to shine the most. I carry them inside my pocket to scare away the ghost. There is a lighthouse, and it says your name. It'll be alright when the darkness seems to rise. It'll be alright. Just place your hand in mine. It'll be alright. Together safe inside. Love and light. Yeah. Through many shades of indigo and all the storms we've come to know. Through childhood dreams I could have seen, it's always been you and me, you and me, yeah. I've been told that everything happens for a reason, even the things that carry pain. It's all part of the plan, and I would walk that road a million times if it brought me to you, home to you, yeah. It'll be alright when the darkness seems to rise. It'll be alright. Place your hand in mine. It'll be alright. Together safe inside. Love and light. It'll be alright when the darkness seems to rise. It'll be alright. Place your hand in mine. It'll be alright. Together safe inside. Love and light. If your eyes are resting, mine will be open. If it's water you wish, we'll dance in the rain. If your voice is quiet, I still hear you sing. And I'll tell you again, your light is bright golden. There are nights in a past life when your life was disguised. Your wings would not open, and your song only cried. You're not alone. I am by your side. You're not alone. I see you in your light. You're not alone. If you think of me, I'll be there soon. You're not alone. And we'll outshine the moon. Is your shadow different from the light that cast it? I believe they're much the same. If you raise your head, I think you would see past it. From the place from where they came. There are nights in today's life when your light is well hid, but your wings, they will take flight with your song, your voice, and your kiss. You're not alone. I am by your side. You're not alone. I see you in your light. You're not alone. If you think of me, I'll be there soon. You're not alone. And we'll outshine the moon. Your voice is your song. Your song is your flight. So loudly sing on and shine your light.
When But here's the line drawn in the sand. Flowing stream, it pumps you in. That's when I make my stand. When there's blood in the water, like a shark I become prey. By the sin of rust and conquer, all those unclean darkest days. After me to stick her venom in my veins. Just one prick, my mind begins to tick. A second bite and I'm in sick. And I cannot be saved. But I am not afraid. I am not afraid. Oh, 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 oh. She'll be the end of me. I'm like a fly trapped in her web. Silk and grit, she'll take me bit by bit, just like the others left for dead.